Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek A Day. I have an upcoming video that I'd like to have your opinion regarding before I go ahead and film it, because TOS kind of poses a quandary for how I want to do this video. I want to do a video talking about and doing my personal ranking of favorites of all of the Star Trek premieres / pilots, but TOS presents an interesting situation where, of course, there are two pilots, but neither of the pilots were the premiere. For the majority of television shows, the pilot is either something that is filmed just to sell the show, to get the concept greenlit, and then a premiere episode is filmed, or the pilot is the premiere, one of those two, where it's either the pilot is the first episode that is used, or it's made just to sell the show and never airs, and something like I Love Lucy, the original pilot, shows like that. There are exceptions, of course, but one of the biggest is TOS, since they had an original pilot with Captain Pike, The Cage, but that didn't really air in full on television until the 80s. There were obviously, viewings when trying to get the concept sold, but originally audiences viewing it for the first time would just have seen that footage as parts of the menagerie. And then the second pilot, Where No Man Has Gone Before, with Kirk and the setup for the rest of TOS that we're more familiar with, was filmed, but neither of those were the first episode that aired. The Man Trap would have been the premiere episode of Star Trek for the original audience. So, seeing as all the other shows, the pilot and the premiere, it's the same thing as episode 1, with TOS, my initial reaction is to just include the two pilots as normal, but I was kind of wondering if, toying with the idea of also including the Man Trap, because that was the premiere. Especially in the days before the internet and things, you probably would not have known for a while, unless you were very much in the know with Star Trek. I'm thinking more of the lines of like a kid or something, or a more casual audience. You would not have known originally that the Man Trap wasn't the original episode, the pilot, and it would have been the first experience of the majority of people with Star Trek. So I'm kind of toying with the idea of whether or not I should include the Man Trap, because it is the premiere, even though it's not one of the pilots. So I'd love to hear your opinion. I'm kind of, on the fence of whether or not I'll include that in that, because that would be kind of interesting, and it would be funny, because then, especially in the portion of it that's more of like a ranking type thing, TOS would have 3 entries. But yeah, I'm considering whether or not I should include that, and I'd love to hear what your opinions are. I'm sure there's some differing opinions.